Atomic Blonde is directed by David Leitch, who's also going to be directing the upcoming Deadpool sequel, and it has co-directed John Wick Chapter 1. And this film stars Charlize Theron as a British intelligence officer who is sent on a mission to find out why certain operatives are being suddenly killed over something that she needs to find. When she goes to Berlin, which is where the Berlin Wall is incidentally being taken down at the moment, this leads her down a path where a lot of people are trying to kill her, unless she kills them first. To be honest, this is one of my most anticipated films of the summer because I love Charlize Theron. I like her a lot as an action actress, and she does really good in these kinds of films, especially films like Mad Max Fury Road. She's a great action star, and the fact that she's in another movie is honestly a reason to get in. And she is amazing in this film. In the action sequences, in the scenes where she had dialogue, she had this cold-hearted side to her, which was accustomed because she's an agent. You can't have emotional attachments or people will get hurt. But then there are moments where the film hints at points about her past and things she may have seen or what she has done. And the film sets it up in an interesting way. There's not a lot of exposition. There are exposition scenes though. There are scenes where stuff is told, but it's important to know some things. These are details that need to be known because at the end of the day, she's playing a spy. So there are moments where she is talking about how something happened and how it works. And you do kind of need explanation over there. So I actually didn't mind the exposition in this one. But what she had to do for this film, especially in this one action sequence, which I'm not going to spoil, is tremendous. It's masterful acting, and she has to be praised for that. The other thing about this film that I love, just absolutely love, is the action sequences actually, because they are some of the best I've seen all year. The way the camera is just still. It's still. You see all the action. It's really clear. The camera doesn't move frantically around. The editing is done in a way that you get to see the action sequence in a very quick, kinetic form, which is exactly what you want out of a good action movie. You don't want the rushed camera format. You don't want shaky cam. This movie has no shaky cam at all. Even if there is, there's just like a couple of shots of shaky cam. The rest of it is still. It is beautiful looking. The cinematography is absolutely beautiful. This is a colorful, vibrant film. Lots of nice neon, pink, blue, green lighting. Absolutely remarkable stuff from the director and the crew. And the sound, of course. This is a film that relies a lot on sound, especially when it comes to its music, because this film also has an incredible soundtrack with a lot of great songs by a lot of great artists. There are scenes in this which require that. So just like Awesome Mix Volume 2 and the Baby Driver soundtrack, we have ourselves another great soundtrack this year. This is turning out to be a pretty good year for soundtracks. As far as the other actors go, I thought James McAvoy was really good. He is another actor who I always admire a lot. He was really cocky and fun in this film, and he had some really great lines. Sofia Boutella in this film, who I know from Kingsman and Star Trek Beyond, she was also really good in this film. She's not there for a lot of this film, but she is there enough to have a very significant part in Charlize Theron's life. And she did do a really good job. John Goodman, as always, is a win. I really liked him a lot. The villain, whatever, of this film, he was also really good. A little cookie cutter at points because he was very simple on the terms of what I want to do and how I want to do it, but the rest was fine. He really wasn't the bothering factor in my opinion because the film had its way of treating certain things. The film would have action tropes, but it was bringing in its own flavor with the action and with the acting and with some of the writing and with some of the execution. The film does often surprise you at points. I'm not going to go into when and how, but it does. And when it does, it was really impressive. My flaws of this film exist of scenes where it was usually a bit by the numbers, like you knew exactly what was going to happen, when it was going to happen, how it was going to happen, where it was going to happen, and it did happen. There were a few scenes like that where you could tell, and that kind of detracted because there are scenes where you can't tell, and those would follow sometimes after scenes where you can, and the consistency feels a little off sometimes. Also, there are points where the pacing is an issue because there'll be scenes which are really fast-paced and really exciting, and then it'll slow down for a while, and there are moments where the film does drag at points. This is just around 2 hours long. It could have been a few minutes shorter here and there, but it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, the film is still a really good film. This is yet again a great action film with a great female character who doesn't need the help of a man. Just because that's the case doesn't mean like men are treated inferior in this movie. No, they're an equal part. But the fact that she's independent is awesome. It's cool to see a female badass hero, as is always the case nowadays. It's fantastic, and embrace it. It's worth embracing. This film is not going to come out for a very long time, so you guys are not going to get to see it. And I hope you guys do, and I hope you guys enjoy it just like I did. I'm going to give Atomic Blonde an 8.5 out of 10. So guys, are you excited for Atomic Blonde? Let me know in the comments down below. Or what is your favorite action film driven by a female? It could be Mad Max Fury Road. Heck, it could be Star Wars The Force Awakens. Why not? That qualifies in a way. You guys are the best. Thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to reviews of Despicable Me 3 and very soon Spider-Man Homecoming once the New York screening happens next week. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that this week. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later.